Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Please also head on over to our Instagram page, that is TXT Track Time, and give us a follow there as well. The link will be in the description. Alright, so trackies, this is definitely one of those days that I am dreading, and one of the news stories that I'm dreading reporting. Y'all know my fear when it comes to positive tests, especially associated with Jamaican athletes. So every time I hear about a positive test, I say, please no Jamaican, please no Jamaican. Well, track is my fears, have been realized in this particular breaking story from Sports Max. Now, the story goes on to say that a Jamaican sprint hurdler is facing provisional suspension after he tested positive for a banned substance. Chucky's Sportsmax has confirmed that the male athlete has tested positive for a substance that features prominently on the anti-doping banned list. So the World Anti-Doping Agency's banned list. WADA. Right, Trackies? Now, the athlete has shone on the international stage in recent years. Now, Trackies, Sportsmax definitely used some keywords here to pretty much highlight the athlete, in my opinion, without even saying the athlete's name. But anyway, Sportsmax says the athlete has shone on the international stage in recent years, winning medals in the Commonwealth Games, the Olympic Games, and the Continental Cup. Again, Trackies, when you start to think about the hurdlers that Jamaica has, the ones that have medal, you start to realize who this athlete could potentially be allegedly. Now, track authorities say the hurdler was informed of the positive test, which came following analysis of a sample by the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO. The sprint hurdler was tested last month. Now, it is expected that the athlete's B sample will also be tested. He will be required to face a hearing to determine whether he will face sanctions that include being banned from the sport. Alright, so trackies, there you had it. So Sportsmax is reporting that a Jamaican sprint hurdler faces suspension after positive dope test. Now, this is according to their sources, allegedly. All right, now, trackies, as I said, Sportsmax definitely tried to hint at who this particular athlete is without even saying the hurdler's name. Now, they went as far as saying the athlete again has shone brightly on the international stage in recent years. And then they talked about the athletes winning medals at the Commonwealth Games, at the Olympic Games, and the Continental Cup. So, trackies, when I got to this section about the medals that this particular athlete has won, they started with the Commonwealth Games, and this is how Sportsmax wrote the article. Now, typically when you are writing about medals, you start with the most major ones. So when I saw Commonwealth Games, I said no, 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 God, please, no, because immediately one particular star athlete that we have right now stood out to me because his most prominent medal so far would be from the Commonwealth Games. So I was like, no, 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 God, please, no, 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 no. But then I continued reading, and then it said the Olympic Games. So I said, hold up, this particular athlete hasn't even gone to the Olympic Games, much less the medal. And then they talked about also the Continental Cup. So I'm like, okay, all right. I'm stuck right at the point that says Olympic Games. So I'm like, all right, I can only think about three people. I can think about Hansa Parchment. I can think about Omar McLeod, and I can think about Ronald Levy. But then Omar McLeod and also Hansa Parchment have also medaled at the World Athletic Championships. And this particular article spoke nothing of this athlete medaling at the World Championships. So, trackies, this, in my opinion, only leaves Ronald Levy, in my opinion, as it relates to the athlete that has allegedly, and I'm going to say allegedly, tested positive, trackies. And then when I, run over to World Athletics and check this whole World Continental Cup thing, yes, trackies, he has also medaled at the World Continental Cup. So, trackies, it seems as though this particular athlete in question is indeed Ronald Levy. Now, who is Ronald Levy? Ronald Levy is one of Jamaica's standout athletes. Now, we haven't seen him in a couple of years because he suffered an injury and he did major surgery, and literally he's on the comeback from that surgery. So it was to be expected to see him in the 2024 season shine declining. But track is, if his B sample also is tested positive, then it means that we will not be seeing Ronald Levy next year. And depending on, the drug that he tested positive for, then of course he will be sanctioned as such. Now, track is, again, I'm saying that this is allegedly Ronald Levy. There is no information out yet that says it is definitely him, right? Track is, but again, based on the information that Sportsmax provided, you could, put one and two together and say this is Ronald Levy. Ronald Levy also, track is, as I said, he is Trackies a Olympic bronze medalist from 2021. Trackies behind our very own Hansi Parchment that walked away with the gold medal. Yes, so he's been doing big things on the world stage. Also, Trackies, he won the Commonwealth Games as well, and also a silver medal from the Continental Cup. Trackies. Plus, he's also been at the Diamond League meet and of course won races there as well. He's a 4-time Diamond League meeting winner. So that Ronald Levy with a personal best of 13.10 seconds trackies is now allegedly facing sanctions for testing positive for a banned substance. Now, trackies, again, this is not something that I am celebrating. Actually, I'm shocked. I said at the top of the video that I literally clutch my invisible heartstrings every time I hear about a positive test, praying to God that it's not a Jamaican. And of course, my greatest fears have been realized here. The good news is that the B sample has yet to be tested, allegedly. So it means as though there's still an opportunity for Ronald Levy to walk out of this without possibly facing any sanctions. So, trackies, as I did state, if that B sample also comes back and has been tested positive, it means that he will face sanctions, trackies. Now, Ronald Levy is also part of the MVP track club. So this is very interesting as well. That's one of Jamaica's major track clubs. So, trackies, I would really love to know the backstory in all of this. Eventually, when, of course, he has his hearing, I'd love to hear exactly what particularly happened in this instance. Anyway, trackies, you all sound off in the comment section below and let me know your thoughts. Have your greatest fears been realized like myself, where a Jamaican athlete, one of the high-class Jamaican athletes, one that we look out for year after year after year to produce, and they do produce at the highest level year after year, providing when they don't have injuries. But in this instant, trackies, one of our top flight athletes having tested positive, trackies. What are your thoughts, trackies? I do advise though to wait until the final results are in before passing any harsh judgment or any harsh critique. Anyway, trackies, as usual, like the video and of course subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in a next one.